Every year in the United States, 8 million people consider suicide. 1 million people attempt it, 39,000 succeed. Roughly 3,600 are young people between the ages of 15 and 24. A young person aged 15 and 24 kills himself in this country every 2 hours and 3 minutes. Of the 3,600, 8 million, sorry, I forgot about my slides. 3,600, of the 3,600, 1,100 are college students. That's 3 college students a day, every day. That's the bad news. The good news is you can do something about it. You can be, as the slogan for this Midwest Regional, you can be an agent of positive change. You can make a difference. That's why I'm here. I'm also here because suicide in this country is an epidemic. And practically nobody's talking about it. Which I find fascinating, and I'll tell you why. Because I've discovered that the mere mention of the words depression and suicide out loud elicit the most amazing responses and revelations from people, some of whom I have just met. It's almost as if they're waiting for someone to give them permission to give voice to their feelings surrounding depression, suicide, and mental illness. It's if they're waiting for someone to utter the magic words, or in this case, the tragic words, depression and suicide. I'm working a ship. In my comedy career, I worked for cruise ships. I'm working a ship, it's breakfast, I can't find a seat. I turn, there's a woman, there's a table for 2, an empty chair. So I point, she nods, I sit. She looks up and she goes, "Hey, are you the comedian?" I go, "Hey, did you like the comedy show?" She goes, "I liked it very much." Then she goes, "What would you have said if I said I hated the comedy show?" "I'm a plumber from Des Moines." She goes, is cruise ships all you do?" I said, "No, I'm a public speaker." And I said, "I just nailed down, I'm going to be doing a TED Talk." She goes, "I love the TED Talks. What's the topic?" Well, having been down this road before and knowing what's coming, I said, depression and suicide, and started to count down in my head. 3, 2, 1. She says, "I tried to kill myself twice." We've just met. She goes, "First time, kind of half-hearted, not that serious. I was in," wait for it, "college." Yep. She goes, "Second time, far more serious. I graduated college, I graduated medical school, I had the knowledge, I had the equipment, I had an IV started in my ankle. I had the suicide cocktail in one hand, the syringe in the other, getting ready to load it up, and the phone rings. And I got to make a decision," she said. "Do I pick up the phone?" She thought, I better, because it might be somebody, if I didn't answer, who would worry and come over and interrupt. Picked up the phone, her 13-year-old son. She said, "I don't know if you heard something in my voice or you had a premonition, but he said to me," and I quote, "Mom, don't do anything." So I didn't. And I myself have thought about committing suicide more times than I can count. That's how the world sees me. This is the face that I show to the world. And this, with apologies to the Showtime series Dexter, is my dark passenger. This part of my personality has been trying to kill me for as long as I can remember. And it came awfully close in April of 2010. I had an itch on the roof of my mouth I could only scratch with the front sight on my nickel-plated .38. And I'll pick that up at the 5 o'clock ed session. I survived, but there's more to the story. This is a big problem with depression, empathy. Sympathy is easy to come by. Normal people have difficulty. 85% of the population has never had an episode of clinical depression. So they have no concept, they have no context, they have no idea just how bad depression really is. That's the problem. They want to help. They care, they want to help. The good news is, it's something you can learn. Mental health first aid, and I'm going to give you your first lesson. Let's say somebody comes to you and says, another student, "I'm depressed." First, let me tell you what not to say. Don't say this. "Oh, come on, get over it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Turn that frown upside down. All you need is a checkup from the neck up, and if I hear that again, I'm going to throw up." Here's what you say to someone who is brave enough to tell you they're depressed. "You are not alone. I am here for you and mean it. I know that you're not crazy, lazy, or self-absorbed. I know it's a disease, and there are lots of treatments, and I'll help you get them." Next, a question. "Are you having thoughts of suicide?" If the answer is yes, here's what you do not say. You do not say, "Oh, you're being melodramatic. Come on, you just want attention." You won't do it. Nobody who talks about it ever does. Here's what you do say. Don't do it. Sometimes that's all it takes to stop the train at that point. Follow that up with, do you have a plan? Followed by, if they have a plan, what is your plan? The more detailed the plan, the more serious the situation. If they're if they're depressed and suicidal and have a plan and it's relatively detailed, do not leave them alone. And we'll pick it up at 5 p.m. at the ed session or bring me to campus because lives depend on it. Because here's the deal with depression, bipolar, suicide, suicidal thoughts. You cannot see them, but they're always there. You cannot see them unless you walk with us in the dark. I'll see you.
Come on, give it up one more time for Frank King.